Hello everybody, my name is Marlo and welcome back to Forsaken Lands. I have just had a lovely little sleep and I'm ready for the day, ready for the episode. Yes, let's do it. Today's going to be a little different in the shape that I'm not trying to cram this recording in before I go to work. It's the weekend, I got a bit more time to use up and I'm not trying to completely rush it. So hopefully it might be a little slower pace and overall an enjoyable or more enjoyable episode. Also different in the way that we're not going to be building a house, which the three things we've done so far. We're going to be building a silo and sort of farming area, or one of them at least. We might build more, I'm not too sure yet. It depends really. You can also tell that I've started building and messed up and had to record again because words are still difficult even though I'm not trying to rush it. So this is where we're going to be building it, and it doesn't really look like what you would think of a silo because they're usually like metal, don't trust whatever I say, I'm not a silo expert, I really have no idea what I'm talking about. The only image I have of a silo is one from The Good Dinosaur and two from the Simpsons movie, so I'm sure they know what they're on about. But this side doesn't even look like any of them. It's, for one, it's not metal, it's wood and brick. Hang on, I gotta think what I'm doing here. I want to do this. Okay, it's wood and brick, which wouldn't usually be used, I would imagine. Although I don't know, maybe it's a good insulant. Is that what even is the use of silos? Why do they keep them in here? I really should start doing research before I go ahead and talk about something I'm pretending to know about. All I know about silos is they keep like crops and stuff, like warm or not warm, but I nearly said refrigerate. Yeah, it's a giant fridge basically is what we're building here. It looks a little weird, but it fits with the general style of these buildings, which is what I really care about the most. I'm not too worried about actual functionality. It doesn't really bother me too much. Right, so I'm going to be doing just one of these sides on camera because if I do more than that, it's going to take ages and be very boring and monotonous, and you guys don't want to watch that, so let's not do that. I am trying to think how to do this though, because it's really difficult looking at a picture that's really heavy in the slabs and the stairs and figuring out what way they're flipping upside down and what's going on. But we're actually nearly at the top here, and once I show you what it looks like from far away, it might look a little better, minus the fact that it's not at all done. Okay, let me pillar up these ones real quick just so it'll look a little better when I actually show you it. And possibly can get a better idea of what it's going to look like. So if we just go up here, am I near there, and there we go. Okay, let's see how this looks. Okay, so of course we got two holes in, so when they first start filling it up with hay or whatever, we'll probably put some hay in. I might put hay behind that block or behind that air gap thing and leave that one open, and now that'll give the effect that it's like maybe half full or something like that. So as obviously they'd fill up until that overflowed, and then they'd fill up over there. That's how silos work, I think. I don't know. That's the general shape of it anyway, or the general design, and it's identical on every side because there's no real reason to make it odd or not the same on every side. So let me do the other sides, and then I'll be back with you with a finished silo, possibly, maybe without a roof. There we go, all done, all the sides are complete. It's still looking a little weird though without the roof, so let's just grab an ender pearl, and am I going to be able to make this? Is that going to make it? Yeah, we'll get started on the roof, if this makes it. Oh, the roof's done. That was easy. Okay, apparently all you have to do is ender pearl in the sky. Obviously that doesn't actually happen, but the silo's done. This is what it looks like, minus the fact that we have to put in the oak and do what we've done with everything else. But I'll do that in a little bit. What I thought we would do as a little interlude for the episode and just break things up a bit is head back over to creating a community and have a look around in what it looks like in the Bdubs texture pack which we're using in this Forsaken Lands. I had a little sneak peek the other day and it looks very, very nice, if I do say so myself. So if you guys don't know what creating a community is, it was my first series on this channel. It's kind of similar to Forsaken Lands in the way that it didn't really have a storyline. It was just sort of creating a village, and I've actually got villagers living in all this place. Hang on, how is it? Let's just open the door and show you it, because it really does look quite spectacular with this texture pack, at least a lot more so than vanilla. So I'm not really going to spend too much time here. I'm just going to give you a brief thing. I really just want to show that off because it looks so much better in this texture pack. I don't know what it is, just everything, the flowers, and it all just looks really good. And I thought I'd just have a little quick walk around because this episode is probably going to be a little shorter than the usual ones, because it's not that much work we got to do really with just the silo. And some of you may not have seen this place before. Wow, that iron looks a lot different. Yeah, it's a thing, you know. It's a village. What do you really expect? That's kind of similar to the silos, isn't it? The towers we got over there. This village didn't really have a theme to it. It was kind of just build a bunch of buildings, and I actually didn't record all of this series. I got basically distracted from making videos, and the amount of time I had, it just didn't fit in very well to record. And I mean, at the time I only had like single digits of subscribers, I think, so I wasn't really motivated to make videos, and I kind of just wanted to play Minecraft. And yeah, so I probably built about 75% of this off camera. We've got a little water wheel here, water mill I think you would call it instead. So if you want to go back and watch the videos, you can, but it's not as much progress as is shown here. Like, a lot of the buildings aren't in video form. You can actually tell this is one of the first buildings I did, and it's probably one of the worst. And so that's a reference to when I first started, and that's one of the last ones I did. So my building has improved greatly while that series went on. And yeah, I think it's getting slightly better as time goes on slowly. I don't know, it's a thing. Anyway, if you want a quick overview and a better tour of this place, I have a video on somewhere on my channel where it just gives like a brief tour. I'll link it somewhere on the screen or in the description or something where you can take a look. Yeah, also a giant ugly iron farm over there, and an executioner, and yeah. There's several things where I haven't shown here, but you can check it out. I just want to show it off in Bdubs texture pack because it does look so much better. Anyway, let's head back over to Kaldahar. Alright guys, we are back over here in our little Alaskan village where I have switched out some of the spruce for oak, and yeah, as usual, it's looking that little bit better, a little bit of an improvement. We still need to put the hay blocks in. I was actually meant to do that in the cut, but I've forgotten, and I'm only just realizing now. But anyway, what I want to do now is have a little field over here, a fenced off field, which we're kind of just gonna go for it here and put a random shape down and fill it with wheat. I might not actually have enough fence here. I don't want to make it too big, but I don't want to make it too small, and I don't want to make it too straight. You know, I don't want too many straight edges. We're actually going to try and use this lake somehow, or I might move it a little bit. Oh, we're right on the edge here. Okay, yeah, there might need to be some moving of the lake somehow. Am I going to fit in? Yeah, we should be fine. Yeah, I got enough fences. Okay, and then we'll have a fence gate here, and I don't have one on me right now, do I? No, and I can't make one. Yeah, so I need to get rid of this snow because I need to hoe the ground. So if you could remove yourself... That was easy. No, don't break all of it. It's okay, we're good. Yeah, I need to go get hoe all of this ground, and then I'm thinking maybe what we could do is use this lake, or fill this in with water. We probably could actually do this just right now. Hang on, if I just do this. Obviously it's going to freeze over. It doesn't really matter if it does, as long as the thought of it already freezing over, as long as the thought of what I'm going for here shows, which it should. This is strange to place. Is it because of this block here? Do I have ice? No, I broke it with my hand. Fantastic. Yeah, so I want to kind of use this lake as a source for the water that the thing can be using. So maybe we can go through here. Let me get back in a second. This also needs to stop. Give me my water back. There we go. Yeah, it's okay if it freezes over. It doesn't matter. But if we sort of make a path going round here, I don't know if I want it to look like straight lines or if I want to make some sort of just random pattern. I'm thinking what we could do possibly is, let's bring it back over here, and then we can maybe lead it back into the lake. Does that make sense? Does water work like that? Not really, does it? But maybe we can have a source or something coming out the mountain and having a little flow down into this river. Maybe I'll do that in between it or during a cut, possibly. Let's just eat a little bit of fish. I really need to get some more food. I'm running out of steak. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to head back over to creating a community to get some food, but I had none there, which is wonderful. So I literally have fish at the moment, but I have lots of it from AFK fishing. Anyway, hurry up and place the water because this is not fun to watch. Oh really? How does... Good. This water confuses me a little. I can't really tell what's flowing and what's still. But yes, okay. Now I know I could have flowing water and it probably would look better and make more sense, but it would freeze over and then, yeah, it would not work. There would be no water, so I'd rather have still water than no water. This needs to stop. There we go. Yeah, I think it looks okay. It's sort of, very makeshift. Let me run back over and get hoe because I don't think, or I could make a, I'm not going to hoe on the camera if that's a bad idea. Let me go make a hoe and then I'll be back once I place some wheat and etc, etc. And there we go. The field is done. All the wheat is grown. It looks really nice. Really nice. I don't know why. I think the new textures that Yappa's doing is similar to this, which is nice because the seeds was a bit too, or the wheat is a bit too yellow. Anyway, yeah. So I've planned it all. I've added in some fences with some torches on just to add some light and to break things up a little bit. I don't think the wheat is actually, it doesn't actually need the light, but it helps anyway. Yeah, and the water is still freezing over. I have also put in the wheat in the silo in the first hole. Not that you can even see the second hole really unless you're far back. But it looks nice. I like that a lot. Now, what I want to do, because one last thing I want to do before we end the episode, that is create this thing, the stream coming from the rock over here. So I might have to do a bit of landscaping and placing them some dirt. But let's just sort of place a bucket in and see what happens to it. I kind of want it to be coming from this block right here. You are the chosen one. Let's just sort of go over there. I'm peeking my head around the corner in real life as though that's doing something. Let's see what that does. Yeah, that's not what I wanted at all. I'm so sorry, rabbit. Oh god, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to try and sculpt it to get it to come over to there. Okay, so our little stream here is flowing a little better. It still looks kind of weird. Yeah, so we've got it going up here, and I was a little too high up and kind of lowered it too fast, and then I had to go underground. But it still works if you think about it, because it could, it's coming in from the bottom there, as you can see, through the ice, and it would fill up over time, and it makes sense, okay? Yeah, it doesn't look fantastic, but whatever. It's not meant to look fantastic, it's a natural thing. Well, kind of natural, man-made natural, as I've said before, which isn't really a thing. These leaves are not despawning ever. I'm going to go break them and end off the episode because that's probably all I got time for. Well, not all I got time for today. It's the weekend. I haven't had to rush for work. Don't need to like run out the door right now, which is what I'd be doing usually, but not today. I still got plenty of time. But yeah, it's probably getting on that time of the episode a bit. So I hope you guys like the look of the silo, even though it is a little weird. And not normal silo size, and the silo is like bigger than some of the houses, all of the houses actually, pretty much apart from that one. But yeah, it's a silo in an Alaskan village. There you go. But anyway, thank you guys ever so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.